sounding one.
Yeah.
As a sound engineer.
Okay. So what you're saying is then, okay, we need to figure out which microphone is best suited for the environment, and the person who actually is best equipped to make that decision is, once again, the sound engineer. He is basically the decision maker for heavy duty microphones.
Yeah, absolutely. Which comes back to the start of our conversation that, if he thinks this is a good microphone, it can be a personal opinion, it can be a practical experience, it can be because he never had an issue with that microphone when using it. He will just continue to use it, and it's sometimes difficult to make them even try another one.
Mm. And also, you mentioned that they are not so price sensitive when it comes to such conditions either. I mean, they are tolerant in paying a fairly high price because it works, and they don't have to think twice about it.
Yeah, or let's say they are probably all paying not such a high price for the microphone anyway, in the live sound environment. That's not, in the live sound environment, this is probably a couple of $100, and so it's not such a big deal. But it basically comes back to the start of the conversation about opinion leaders, and it's a very microphone is. I would probably summarize. It's almost religious sometimes. So when you're talking about investing, I would be very, very careful about people who tell you that they're going to enter a market and change it and become famous, and they are not today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally follow. And regarding the first point with the wireless systems, and there's a lot of money there and only two strong players. Is there, just so I understand the technology right, is there an opportunity for a new player to actually develop wireless systems and be very focused on that, or do you need to be present sort of in the whole audio value chain, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think yes. I think that would be an opportunity because it's not such a religious thing. If you could prove to an end user that your wireless microphones just are working even in the middle of, I don't know, New Year's Eve on Broadway, where everyone is there and thousands of people using their mobile phones. If you can prove that yours just working much better, and that's easy, well, you can prove that, right? That's not a subjective thing. Then I think you can surprise people as a new brand. And yes, of course, you still need a good acoustic quality of your microphones. If I would be a startup company and I'm into wireless systems, I would probably buy the acoustical part from people like Sennheiser or something, and not do that myself. The capsules itself.
Yeah.
But even if your microphones would sound a little bit worse than the Neumanns, than the Sennheisers and Shure, but if they work in heavy, difficult conditions, I think you would have a chance to enter the market there.
Interesting.
But that's specifically on wireless, right?
Yeah, I follow.
Because all the other technologies are pretty mature, and I don't think you will make a microphone which survives, let's say, a heavier rain than the ones which are already out on the market.
Good stuff.
I'm afraid that I'm kind of diffuse with everything I'm saying. I don't know whether it's...
No, absolutely not, Stephen. Absolutely not. I think we're starting to run out of time here as well. I think this call has been very, very helpful and very valuable, and totally appreciate you taking the time to share some of your thoughts and reflections on this market. This has totally helped us in our understanding. We'll take it with us going forward when trying to continue our research here.
Okay.